her brother who has some disease, and if the couple have the same disease, then the possibility of transmitting this disease to the child or the newborn is 25%. She said, is it permissible to marry a woman who have the same disease, knowing that the possibility of transmitting the disease to the embryo is 25%? If they both agree to that, it is permissible. And if the child is diagnosed with that, then even if the child is diagnosed with deformity, no. Abortion is haram, unless if deformity is confirmed 100% and it is before the first 3 stages, as we explained before, which is 4 months basically, before 4 months. After the 4th month, abortion is entirely prohibited, unless if that will lead to the killing of the mother, if it is life-threatening to the mother. But simply when the physician said that there is a great possibility that the child will be deformed, or the child will have such a disease, or will require blood transfusion, or whatever, then after the 4 months, it is not permitted to abort the baby. This is not a legitimate cause. And it is perfectly fine prior to getting married to run some blood tests, find out the RH factor and the compatibility. And as we sit and we talk about a lot of things, it's also worth it that we run a blood test to make sure that, inshallah, these are all means. And Islam encourages us to utilize those means in order to do our best before anything to make sure, inshallah, the child will be safe. All of that is known by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you say 25%, it's not really that great percentage which would say, no, they should not get married. In addition to, there are some cases that I would like to extend the answer to, some cases where it is prescribed for the person not to have children. If they were to have children, the mother cannot conceive, for instance, she's so weak, or the baby will die, or will have this disease or that disease. So if they both agree from the beginning that we really desire to get married and we're not interested in having children, that is their call, and in this case, marriage is permissible as well. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam.